What is good, YouTube? And welcome to this week's edition of the Wrestling with Fans podcast, a pro wrestling podcast created by fans for fans from a fan's perspective. My name is Kyle. Let's put the lights back. Got a fun stream for you guys playing tonight. I got Raw on in the background. I'm actually going to watch a little bit tonight. Tonight's stream, we are going to focus mainly on reviewing NXT TakeOver in your house from last night. I got a couple news stories. I got a couple videos and pictures to show you guys. But the cool thing, I'm going to get this out of the way here at the top of the stream. Thursday night, got a fun stream planned. It's going to be a special stream. I am off work on Friday. So Thursday night, I was going to do this as a YouTube video, but since Hell in a Cell is this coming Sunday, we'll preview the match card for Hell in a Cell on Thursday, and then we're going to tier rank every single Hell in a Cell match. There's 45 of them. We're going to tier rank them. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys join us for that. But of course, you guys already know we stream every single Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, the Wrestling with Fans YouTube channel. And of course, you can follow us across all social medias. Facebook.com/Wrestling with Fans. Hawk smash that like button to keep up to date with everything we do here on the podcast. YouTube.com/Wrestling with Fans. If you're watching the live stream now, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Join us Mondays and Thursdays for the fun live streams. You can also follow us on Instagram at Wrestling with Fans. Check us out on the web, download or stream the shows at any time on our website, wrestlingwithfans.com. I did a little cleanup on the website, so all of the 2019 shows are no longer available, so only the 2020 and 2021 shows are available on the website right now. All the back catalog, the archive, I'm going to slowly upload to Patreon. Now, it's going to be free. I'm not going to charge to listen to the old shows, but also going to start posting some bonus content. So more on a Patreon coming in the near future. We already have one set up. We have for a while, but I'm going to do an overhaul of all of it there. You can also take us on the go, download us to your favorite podcast listening device. Find us wherever you get your podcast fix. Just search a Wrestling with Fans podcast. We're on all the majors. Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. Wherever you get your podcast fix, you can find Wrestling with Fans. And finally, the email, wwf.show@gmail.com. What is up, Downfall Wrestling? What is up, Salme? Welcome to the stream, my friends. We're going to talk TakeOver in your house from last night. But before we do that, before we dive into TakeOver, I want to show you guys something. Let me find it here. I don't know if you all have seen this yet. This just hit the interwebs a little while ago. What we're going to watch. We're going to watch this real quick. It's pretty fun. It's Brody Lee Jr. and Liv Morgan doing a little rolling in the ring. So we're going to play this clip and talk over it here. Let me lower the volume on this thing just a smidge. But you got Liv Morgan there, Brody Lee Jr. Doing a fun little bit of wrestling here. I think this is great. the wrestling world, the wrestling universe as a whole has just embraced little Brody Jr. Yes, I mean, that is Liv and Brody Jr. doing a little rolling. I just seen it posted to Facebook a little while ago, and I thought it would be cool to just play that. But the thing I want to talk about the most, now this is something I want to get into more. I've just got to find the time to do this. One of my favorite things to watch on YouTube, it's a Pittsburgh radio station, or it's a Pittsburgh radio show. It's Mikey and Big Bob. You can check them out on YouTube, Mikey and Big Bob. These guys do a skit on their show where they go into Facebook comments. Now, normally, when I watch their videos, it is for like playoff hockey. So a lot of like what they'll do is like, because I'm a huge diehard Pittsburgh Penguins fan. So when the Penguins win a game, they go into the opposing team's Facebook comments on the post of the final score and just go nuts. They're really good when on a series clinching game. And they do the same when Pittsburgh loses too. So they're fair. They do it across the board, but it's just some of the funniest stuff you read on Facebook. So I pulled up some of the best Facebook comments that I saw on this video. Yep, that was Jared Dines. I'm a big follower of his too. So I pulled up some of the best comments on the Facebook post. I don't have any cool intro like Mikey and Big Bob do, but here. Dennis S. says, it's fine if he trains, but he shouldn't be wrestling yet. If AEW does this, I will have no respect, in all capitals. Hit the caps lock for respect. For them, he's just a kid. If he was 18 to 20, fine, but not this young. There's lines that should not be crossed, and this is one of them. And the subsequent comments is pretty much everybody telling this dude to calm his tits. The top comment, the top reply, Jake P says, calm down, Snowflake. Good stuff. William T says, exposing the business, in all caps. PW Gurus shows a rare picture of -1 without his mask. I know this is all tongue-in-cheek. I just thought it was funny, and I felt like including that. John L. says, too much flippy shit. That's gymnastics, not wrestling. Have you watched wrestling lately there, John L.? There's a lot of flippy stuff. A lot of gymnastics. And finally, Lance B. already better than Eva Marie. Just some of the fun Facebook comments on this post. TW says, not going to lie, NXT TakeOver in your house was really bad. I'm going to disagree with you, TW, and I'll tell you why. We'll get into that here in a bit. But one more time for the stream. We'll play this fun little clip of Brody Jr. and Liv Morgan doing a little practice in there in the ring, doing a little roll on. Again, I just thought it was a fun clip. The gym they're at is actually owned by Natty Neidhart and Tyson Kidd, TJ Wilson. It's like their own little personal dungeon where wrestlers from every promotion will come in and do some training there. We'll come back in here. All right. So yeah, TW, hang out in the chat, man. I'd love to get your thoughts as I go through the match. I'd like to know where you think why it was a bad show. It wasn't the best takeover by any means, but I didn't think it was really bad. I'd love to get your thoughts on that as we go match by match. But a couple quick other little news snippets. Mr. No Days Off, Fred Rosser, who some of you may know as former WWE star Darren Young, has announced that he has signed an exclusive contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So congratulations, Fred. Good to see he's still out there doing things. And the last news snippet I want to touch on here. Former WWE star Lana threatened to, quote, spill the tea on WWE chairman after being silenced. Now, this is from the New York Post. It says here, Lana has spoken to her fans on Instagram Live about her exit and promised that she will be opening up about her time in WWE, including, quote, standing up and speaking out on things that for years that she's been silent about, unquote. She says, I can't wait to spill the tea because it's hot and delicious, she says. Fans will now be eagerly awaiting the moment Lana lets loose on WWE. As he suggested, she has a number of negative stories and wants to whistleblow on them. She goes on to say, it's a little bit of freedom that I can be the face that I want to be, and I can stand up for freedom, I can stand up for truth, I can speak up for things that people exploited, and a lot of things she said. So it's going to be interesting to see what all exactly Lana has to kind of spill her guts about. I'm curious to exactly what that could be. And the final thing I want to show off here for you guys. This, if you miss TakeOver, I highly recommend watching it. I thought it was a good show. There's some cool... This was posted to Instagram earlier today by Austin Theory. This was the way their costumes, their outfits, not costumes, their outfits, their gear for NXT TakeOver in your house. And it is heavily inspired by none other than New Generation era Click. I love these outfits. You can see him here in this first picture. You got Austin Theory, Shawn Michaels, Candice LeRae, Jenna Gargano, Indy Hartwell, and Papa H. Triple H there on the end doing his classic point. Got to get the point. Got to get that point in. But I just think these were some great outfits. Let's take a look. Some of the other pictures he posted. That's not what I want. I don't want that. I want this one. There we go. As you can see, Gargano coming out in Shawn Michaels inspired attire last night. Indy Hartwell harkening back to the bad guy Reza Ramon. Austin Theory, Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Now Candice LeRae, I'm not 100% sure. I'm guessing that's supposed to be 123 Kid with the yellow stripes with the red and the white there. It looks like 123 Kid. So you got Diesel, Shawn, Razor, and Kid. And you got Theory power instead of Diesel power. I mean, Austin Theory's not that big, but Johnny Gargano is like 5'2". Johnny Gargano's a small dude. Pretty cool picture. And then this one, the classic HBK Diesel pose. I really like this one. Shawn Michaels playing along, doing his classic pose with Theory doing the Diesel pose behind him. Austin rapey. Chris. Yep. But, yeah, I thought these pictures were pretty cool. Wanted to share them with you guys here on stream. All right. Coming back in here. Let's talk NXT TakeOver. Let's talk NXT TakeOver. GW commented, it was really bad. I'm going to respectfully disagree. I liked the show. There are some people that have different opinions, and that's the best thing about wrestling. But we're going to break down the card. Got Raw on in the background. For anybody watching live who's interested in what's going on Raw tonight, they actually have a pretty stacked show. Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. The New Day versus RK Bro. Charlotte Flair versus Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley versus Asuka are announced. And then Drew, Charlotte, and Shayna are going to be on Raw Talk on the Peacock Network post-Raw. Normally, Raw only sends out 2, maybe 3 things on their preview. So they actually have 4 big matches announced tonight. I'm actually surprised. So I might actually tune in for a little bit. But let's talk TakeOver in your house. Now, I love these in your house takeovers. I really like the nostalgia feel of TakeOver, like these in your houses. The opening video package was like straight out of 95, 96. If you watched NXT last Tuesday, they had Michael P.S. Doc Hendrick Hayes, doot himself, cutting a very Doc Hendricks promo. He did the same thing in the video package with Todd Pettengill, the Toddster, the 90s version of Sean Mooney, who, I don't know what y'all talking about, but then there was a musical performance to open that was really badly lip-synced. I didn't like it. And then, of course, the Toddster, Todd Pettengill, came out to intro the show. He was the host of the evening, and he had a lot of backstage segments throughout. At one point, he was trying to throw to one of the matches by putting a VHS tape, which I thought was pretty funny. A good throwback to 90s nostalgia there. He played Karate Fighters with Dexter Lumis. And for any of you guys and gals out there old enough to remember Karate Fighters, it just hit all the nostalgia feels. I thought it was really great. It was kind of intertwined throughout. There was another Doc Hendricks promo in a video package, which was great. Doc Hendricks, but the show starts off proper. We get a 6-man tag. Legado del Fantasma, which is Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde, taking on the North American champion Bronson Reed and the NXT Tag Team Champions Nash Carter and Wesley, better known as MSK. This wasn't on par with some of the other opening matches in TakeOver history, but I tell you what, it was a fun match. It was a really fun match to watch. Bronson just tossing around Legado del Fantasma, MSK getting in some, high energy, fast paced offense. They did a lot of really fun three-man, moves, triple threat moves onto members of Legado del Fantasma. Just a lot of fun to watch. Even Jen, who isn't really a big NXT watcher, she doesn't really watch much wrestling in recent months. But even she looked at me and says, that was a great opening match. Which isn't really saying much because normally we just watch the main roster pay-per-views. She doesn't sit down and watch takeovers with me very often. But she really enjoyed it. Again, Bronson Reed and MSK get the win in 13 and a half minutes. This was a winner-take-all match. So all the titles are on the line in one single pinfall. Again, a fun opener. I mean, it's not like the North American title ladder match that we've seen in takeovers past. But it was a fun match. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good match. The second match on the card, Xia Li taking on Mercedes Martinez. This match was okay. It started a little wonky. Both women's matches actually started a little wonky. I don't want to say sloppy, but they were, some of the timing was off. Not every move was crisp and clean. Started a little wonky, but overall, I thought, Xia Li and Mercedes Martinez put on a pretty damn good match. It goes 7.5 minutes. Xia Li picking up the win literally out of nowhere. She hit, I guess, her version of Trouble in Paradise on Martinez as she dropped like a sack of potatoes. Xia Li makes the pinfall, and it's over. I was genuinely surprised. I wasn't expecting that kind of finish, just literally out of nowhere. For the first time in a long time, you could say it's from out of nowhere because that ending really just kind of came out of nowhere. But post-match is where all the angle happened. Mercedes got a chair, beat up Bolo and Xia Li, and then goes face-to-face with Xian Ta, who ended up got a hand like a Tongan death grip on Mercedes Martinez, not once but twice, and then kind of tossing her off the stage into the plexiglass chain link fencing there, taking her out. So I'm guessing that's where this story is going to go from there. I just don't know why. Like, if you're going to have that showdown post-match, I don't know why you have Mercedes lose only to recover, use the chair, and then go, the first real interaction with Xian Ta and then just kind of gets beat down again. I'm not sure. They could have done that with Mercedes winning to kind of give her, a little bit of momentum going into that showdown, and I'm guessing that's where the feud's going next. But I guess Triple H and Shawn Michaels and company felt Xia Li needed that win to, I guess, give her momentum going into whatever she's going into next. And like I said, I'm guessing Mercedes is going to move on as well. But overall, I thought it was a pretty fun match. Little wonky start, but again, really fun match there. Number 3 on the card was probably my favorite match of the night, the match I wanted to see the most. It was a ladder match for the $1 Million Championship. Great video package beforehand. Then we are introduced to the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, who makes his way to the ring looking as dapper as ever with the $1 Million Championship and like a plexiglass case with the handle on top so it can be attached to the carabiner above the ring. He comes down. We get both entrances. And Jen picked up on this because I heard LA Knight. Some of you may know as Eli Drake from Impact Wrestling. They announced where he was from. I just heard Maryland. And I'm like, huh. Well, Jen looks at me and says, did they say Hagerstown, Maryland? Now, Hagerstown is a large city in kind of western central Maryland. It's probably about 45 minutes from where I'm at. And I looked it up. I was like, did they say Hagerstown? So I looked it up. And yes, LA Knight is from Hagerstown, Maryland, a local guy, which I had no idea that Eli Drake was from, near me. And I tried to do a little more research to see, if he went to high school local or if he was just born here and moved when he was little. But the first real information I could find is him starting at Heartland Wrestling and NWA Wildside in around 2002. Now, he's a year younger than me, or he's 38, he'll be 39 in November. So he's, about a year or so younger than me. So it's kind of interesting that he grew up presumably so close. And I used to go to a lot of local indie shows in my teen years. So there's a good chance I could have been at a show where LA Knight was at. I don't know. I'm going to try to do some more research to find a little more on his background pre-wrestling, but just kind of cool to think about. And of course, he was going one-on-one with Cameron Grimes to the moon. And man, I tell you what, this was a fun match. I am really loving Cameron Grimes. I think he's just got one of the best gimmicks, the best stories. He's great in the ring. He's great on the mic. His go-home promo last Tuesday on NXT was just absolutely amazing. And LA Knight, again, I feel weird calling him LA Knight. I'm so used to, seeing him as Eli Drake. So if I call him Eli Drake from time to time, I apologize. It's just kind of ingrained in my mind. But LA Knight, great heel. It was a real fun match. They didn't rely on the ladders as far as making it the focal point of the match. It enhanced a lot of the moves. Of course, they set up some ladder spots throughout the night. But just a fun match. It ends up, both guys are battling up on top of the ladder. Outside on the ramp stage area, there was a ladder standing up with another ladder set up as a bridge that LA Knight had set up earlier in the contest. He ends up flipping Cameron Grimes off the ladder outside of the ring through this other ladder in a pretty nice bump. Realistically, he only fell from maybe 4 or 5 feet up by the time he jumped off the other ladder onto the little bridge setup. So it was done as about as safe as they probably could. Great finish. LA Knight climbs up, retrieves the brief or the case, the plexiglass case, and LA Knight is now your $1 Million champion. But one thing I want to point out, this is just kind of WWE's revisionist history. They said that LA Knight was only the 4th man and the last person since Stone Cold Steve Austin to hold the $1 Million championship. Now, The original holder, of course, was the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase himself. He ended up losing it to Virgil, his manservant, who broke away, and it was a great storyline back in the day. DiBiase and Virgil. So Virgil holds it. Then it disappeared when DiBiase left the company, only to return when Steve Austin made his WWE debut as the Ringmaster, who was presented the $1 Million Championship by DiBiase. DiBiase managed Steve Austin when he first debuted in WWE when he was the Ringmaster. However, WWE's revisionist history seems to have forgotten a very critical, a very important $1 Million champion. The son of the $1 Million Man himself, Ted DiBiase Jr., also came to the ring as $1 Million champion when he was with WWE back in the early 2000s, or early mid 2000s, like the aughts, as they would say. So they completely, have wiped Ted Jr. from the history books, which is kind of sad. But according to WWE's history, LA Knight is only the fourth man, but really he is the fifth person to hold the $1 Million Championship. And as much as I wanted Cameron Grimes to win this match, it's going to be a lot more fun with him on the chase. It's always better when you got the baby face doing the chase. Heel champions are great when you got a baby face challenger chasing him. Moving on. In the penultimate match, it is for the NXT Women's Championship. Raquel Gonzalez defending against Ember Moon. And again, this match started off kind of wonky. Again, I don't want to use the term sloppy, but it kind of fits. Some of their timing was off. Not all of the moves and holds and stuff early on were very crisp and clean. But it definitely got a lot better as the match went on. Two went back and forth a lot. Raquel Gonzalez is a beast. She's an absolute beast. She stands at 6 foot tall. Ember Moon is only 5'2". So there was a big, size discrepancy between the two of them. And it really showed, and it really played into kind of the underdog for Ember Moon in the match. At one point she hit a couple modified eclipses. Dakota Kai at ringside was able to throw Raquel Gonzalez's foot on the bottom rope, which brought out Ember Moon's tag team partner, Shotzi Blackheart, to chase Dakota Kai off. Finish came Raquel Gonzalez kind of woman-handled Ember Moon up into the, I think they call it the Chicago Bomb, or the Chicago Slam, like that one-arm power bomb, and just, wow, it was like a solid thud in the ring. Really good match. Raquel Gonzalez retains at a little over 12 and a half minutes. And then we're going to get to the main event. It is the Fatal 5-Way for the NXT Championship. You have Karrion Kross, the NXT Champion, defending against Johnny Takeover, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly, Heat Dunn, and Adam Cole, Bay. Now, this was a great main event. The other 4 matches on the show would have been really, really good TV matches. They might not have been the caliber of, Takeover. I thought the ladder match was probably this, was my favorite match on the card. The Fatal 5-Way was my second favorite match, followed by the 6-man tag, and then the 2 women's matches were just kind of equally number 4 for me. The other 4 matches would have been great TV main events. But I can see where some people might think it was kind of a lackluster. I don't think it was a bad show, but I could see where people make the argument that it was lackluster. But I enjoyed every match on the card, especially the main event. The main event was great. But there's an inherent issue with NXT. And I feel like I have to bring this up. There's a real big issue with NXT. Hey, Choi, welcome to the stream, my friend. When you have a guy like Karrion Kross, who's this big monster dude, this unstoppable monster, and the 4 challengers Kevin Nash would probably refer to as vanilla midgets. Now, Adam Cole, let's see, let's look up the stats on these dudes. So Adam Cole doesn't say what his height is here. Probably look it up on Wikipedia. But Adam Cole is 5 foot nothing. Gargano's 5 foot nothing. O'Reilly's 5 foot nothing. Pete Dunne's 5 foot nothing. Karrion Kross is like 6'4". He towered over these guys. So to make the match workable, there was a lot of time. I think it was like 3 or 4 times throughout the match. The 4 challengers teamed up on Kross and kind of took him out of the match. At one point, they threw him through the front door on the In Your House set. Cole and O'Reilly hit a double power bomb through the table. And every time Kross would just kind of show up from out of nowhere and destroy all 4 guys. And then they take him out. He'd come back. They destroy all 4 guys. They take him out. He'd come back, destroy all 4 guys. But in those moments where Karrion Kross was down and out, the action between Cole, Gargano, O'Reilly, and Dunne was just top-notch NXT-style matches. Great match. A lot of fun to watch. But the finish left a weird taste in my mouth. The finish kind of left me, which really disappoints me. The finish has Kyle O'Reilly having a heel hook on Adam Cole, baby. Cole looks like he is about to tap. Dunne and Gargano are down and out on the outside of the ring. Karrion Kross is down and out on the outside of the ring and then comes in from out of nowhere and hooks his choke out finisher. And I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I apologize. I'm drawing a blank. But he hooks in the time's up or whatever he calls it. The choke, the rear naked choke. Kyle O'Reilly kind of fades pretty quick. Relinquishes the heel hook on Adam Cole, baby, who kind of rolls off to the side of the ring. Kross then kind of rolls over on top of O'Reilly. The ref checks O'Reilly. He is out cold. The ref calls for the bell. The match is over. I was not a fan of the finish. Mainly because throughout the entirety of the match, there was no legitimate false finish. There was not a single time in the 26 minutes plus this match where I legitimately thought someone could win the match. There was no big finishers with 2 counts. I mean, there was a lot of moves and, signature moves, a couple finishers hit, but nothing significant where I really thought the match was going to end when it, end earlier than it did. And to me, that is just false finishes is a staple of TakeOver main events. You got to have a lot of false finishes, a lot of people on the edge of their seat, which kind of, I think, hurt the match overall. Because, if you don't have these false finishes, you have a guy like Karrion Kross again. He's this unstoppable monster since arriving on the scene. When he's out of commission, it's the perfect opportunity for one of these other 4 guys to jump in and try to steal the pin, steal the title. So if they wanted to get the belt off of Karrion Kross, this was a perfect opportunity to get the belt off of Karrion Kross. Because now that he's beaten the top 4 contenders, he's already whooped up on Finn Balor. Who's left? There is nobody whatsoever lined up to take on Karrion Kross next. And they announced the Great American Bash is returning Tuesday, July 6th. It'll be a Tuesday TakeOver edition or Tuesday special edition of NXT on USA Network. So we get the Great American Bash coming back July 6th. So they really only have 3 weeks, 4 weeks of television to build an opponent for Karrion Kross. I mean, you could always go with, he's beaten Balor enough times. Don't need to do that anymore. He just whooped up on Cole Gargano, O'Reilly, and Dunn. I mean, you could probably do Pete Dunne. I mean, Pete Dunne did the finger ripper spot on Karrion Kross, which was probably the closest anybody got to getting anything over on Karrion Kross during the match. He was protected and booked very, very strongly throughout the match. I mean, I guess you could. You can't really do O'Reilly because he was the one who got choked out for the finish. Gargano wasn't really a factor in the end either, so you can't really have him challenge. I mean, you could do Karrion Kross versus Adam Cole, baby. But, I mean, Cole really hasn't deserved it. He kind of weaseled his way into the match. So I don't know where you go with Karrion Kross from here. So the finish left a bad taste in my mouth, not knowing where they're gonna go from here on with Karrion Kross or with NXT. So I guess we'll find out this Tuesday. But overall, I thought it was a fun show to watch. Great in-ring action. Again, my favorite match was the ladder match. Thought it was a great match. Really happy to see, all the guys get some good time in the ring. The shortest match was 7.5 minutes, and then everything else was 12 and over. So a short match takeover for Xia Li and Mercedes Martinez. That's usually on the shorter end for a takeover match. Usually they go at least 12 to 15 minutes minimum. But overall, I thought it was a fun show. I'm guessing TEW left because I would love to get his thoughts on why he thought it was really bad. This is Chewy. I have a Discord. I just have not I haven't had a chance to sit down and get everything finalized. But I will have a Discord for the Wrestling with Fans podcast. There's one set up. It's already posting videos anytime a new video gets posted to the channel. But I'm not quite ready to share the link with everybody yet to start bringing people on board. But I do have I have Discord, and I am making one for the channel here. What I want to do, I'm going to take a quick little pause. Again, I'm not going to stream very long, so I'll come back. If the chat's quiet, I may end the stream a little before 9. But again, Thursday is going to be a fun stream. We're going to tier rank every Hell in a Cell match. I was going to make this into a video to post later this week. But I got a little distracted this weekend, didn't get a chance to film it, so I thought, what better way than to preview Hell in a Cell than to tier rank. So we'll start the stream off on Thursday. We'll preview the Hell in a Cell card as it is. Obviously, more stuff can be added on SmackDown on Friday. But real quick, as it stands now, there are 5 matches for Hell in a Cell. A last chance Hell in a Cell match. Bobby versus Drew. Thank God it's a last chance. You got Rhea versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's title. Bianca versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title. Roman versus Rey Mysterio in a Hell in a Cell match. And Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler. So only 2 Cell matches. As of now. Again, Raw is going on as I'm streaming. Got SmackDown coming on Friday. So we'll see if anything else is added to the card. But as of right now, that's where we stand on Hell in a Cell for this Sunday. Because it is this Sunday. I may do a live stream. I may do like a pre-show live stream. We'll see how things play out. But we'll take a quick break. I'm going to play a YouTube clip. We're going to go back and do a classic figure unboxing. because all of the figure unboxings are kind of done here on Wrestling with Fans. I may have like one or two more I've got to post. But everything is going to go over to the KC Toys YouTube channel. Myself and Chris have a toy YouTube channel. We've got one unboxing up there. I posted a YouTube short earlier of what's in the box or what's in the bag. So before we go to break, we'll show this off real quick. So I did a what's in the bag, little YouTube short over on KC Toys. You can check out the KC Toys YouTube channel. Post the link, and I'm going to pin that comment. Anybody wants to check it out. But the Fan Takeover Johnny Gargano Elite came in from Amazon. Came in early. I wasn't supposed to get it till next week, but it came in early. And this is from TakeOver Toronto. And as you can see, it is his Wolverine-inspired gear. The only difference is his real gear actually has the 3 slashes on it, like from the claw marks across his chest. But I guess they couldn't get the rights to do the full-on thing, so we got that. That figure unboxing is going to end up over on KC Toys. But in this classic video, we're going to go back and check out the 30 Years of Undertaker, the special edition Undertaker figure. Then we'll come back in, and we'll do a little Q&A, a little chat if anybody's in the chat. If not, we'll just talk for a few more minutes, and then we'll end it. And again, Thursday, got a fun stream planned, so hang tight for a few minutes, and I will be right back here on Wrestling with Fans. What is good, everybody? Kyle here from Wrestling with Fans, back with another wrestling figure unboxing video. As you can see, we have the Dead Man Elite. I think this came with Elite 78 or 79. It was packaged with it. It's a collector's edition. And it is a 30 Years of Undertaker figure. I have been on the hunt for this bad boy for a long time. I've got 2 local Walmarts to me, and the one Walmart got them along with the Decade of Domination, but they were bought up pretty quick. I was lucky enough to find the Decade of Domination Taker, but no 30 Years of Undertaker. And I've been checking my other Walmart basically daily for the last month, and today I almost didn't go, but I'm glad I did because I found the 30 Years of Undertaker Special Edition. It is an awesome looking figure. I can't wait to open him up. But before we do, let's take a look at the box here. It's got him in all of his glory, his black jacket. It's got the backdrop behind it. We'll take a look at that here in a sec. Got the artwork on the one side over here. Awesome looking picture there. Let's take a look at the back of the box. He debuted as the hollow-eyed Dead Man. He evolved into the leader of the Ministry, the Lord of Darkness. He transformed into the motorcycle-riding force of destruction, Big Evil. He lived on as the iconic Phenom. He immortalized himself as the last outlaw for over 30 years. If you step to him, he'd make you famous. He's the man whose legacy will never rest in peace. The Undertaker, and you see some cool shots there. You have his debut, Big Evil, and then current iteration there, Dead Center. Debuted at Survivor Series 1990, had his final farewell, if I could talk today, at Survivor Series 2020. Guys, I am so excited to open this up. I wish I could find a second one. If I find a second one, I'll leave it mint on card just to have. But you know how we do here on the channel. I like them loose, figures that is. But let's crack this bad boy open. You know how we do. Let's take a look. And just like that, here we have him, the Dead Man. First, let's look at the accessories. He does come with a set of mic holding hands. And he also does come with this really awesome backdrop. 30 years. It's not a cross, it's a symbol. Because as Bruce Pritchard, it's the Undertaker's symbol, to which Stone Cold Steve Austin was crucified to at one point. But that is an awesome backdrop. Now let's take a look at the figure himself here. He does come with choke slam hands already attached. He has his awesome all black hat. And here it has the, I don't want to say mohawk look, but definitely has the fade, the big receding hairline there. I mean, he is in his 50s, but guys, the detail in this jacket, it's all molded on. You can see going down the spine there, all the awesome deco in this figure. It is absolutely amazing looking. We'll look at the head scan there. Captures the likeness of the dead man very, very well. I like the hair. The jacket is rubber. I like the Decade of Domination for the fact that it does come with the soft goods jacket. Now let's see if we can, I don't know if we'll be able to get this thing off of him, but we'll maybe try here in a sec. But he does come with the black pants. Double joint knees. Does he have the good? He's got the ankle on the, looks like a ball joint in there, which is really nice. He's got the tank top. He's got all of his tattoo work done under there. The long hair tucked under the jacket. I'd like to get this jacket off to see what the actual figure itself looks like, but I'm kind of afraid if I try to get this thing off of here, I'm not going to be able to get it back on, but we'll give her a whirl. Let's see what we can do. Okay, here we go. This isn't too bad. Got one arm. Got the other arm out. Now let's... Alright, this little sneaky peeky there. If you haven't seen it already, you can check it out on the channel. But come back in. We'll end the stream here in a few minutes. What we got going on Raw? We got... oh, God, Eva Marie. You got Naomi, who is now Lana-less. Again, I'm curious what this thing is going to be with Lana's tell-all kind of stuff. Interested to see where that goes, but who does Eva Marie have with her? Tell you what, I ain't much for Eva Marie in the ring, but man, how roll tide does she look? Feel like Bertha Faye 2021? Oh, okay. Don't know what I've been missing, because I haven't watched Raw in like 2 weeks. If I'm being perfectly blunt. Raw is bad. I just haven't watched. But I think we're going to end the stream here. Again, Thursday I'm off work. Or excuse me, Friday I'm off work. So Thursday the stream will be at 8 o'clock like normal. Let me pull that up for you wonderful people. Every Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Wrestling with Fans YouTube channel at youtube.com/Wrestling with Fans. But this Thursday, we're going to tier rank every single Hell in a Cell match, all 45 of them. I found a tier ranking list that already has the every match already listed, so I don't have to do any legwork on it. I was lucky enough to find that on the tier list, one of the tier list websites. So I've got that saved. We're going to tier rank every one of them. So that's going to be the stream on Thursday. We're going to preview the top of the stream. We're going to preview Hell in a Cell, and then we're going to spend the rest of the stream ranking the Hell in a Cell matches. Should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are in to join. I'll be able to stay on late because I won't have to get up at 5:30 the next morning. So we're going to go until we're done. Hope you guys join in. It should be a lot of fun. But we're going to end the stream here. Again, don't forget to tune in Thursday, 8 p.m. Hell in a Cell preview. And we're going to tier rank all of the Hell in a Cell matches. Should be a lot of fun. Let me run down the socials one last time before we end. Facebook.com/Wrestling with Fans. Hulk, smash that like button to keep up to date with everything we're doing here at Wrestling with Fans. YouTube.com/Wrestling with Fans. If you're watching the live stream right now, give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you haven't done so. If you're enjoying my wonderful stream here, subscribe, thumbs up the video. Thanks, everybody, again, for getting us to 100. We got a cool 100 subscriber giveaway stream a couple weeks ago. Cloudy winning the Edge Chase and then gifting it to Chris, who actually gave the figure to this week. And Chris, in return, is going to be giving it away on the KC Toys YouTube channel. He's going to be giving it away over there. We haven't decided what we're going to do. We might do an Instagram giveaway. So down in the video description below are all the links to the KC Toys, the YouTube, the Facebook, and the Instagram. So follow us, follow KC Toys if you enjoy the toy content, because all the toy content's going over there. This is going to be strictly wrestling going forward. And speaking of Instagram, you can follow us at Wrestling with Fans. Check us out on the web downloader stream the shows at any time at wrestlingwithfans.com. New shows are posted every Saturday morning at 6:05 a.m. Eastern. Hey, Suge Gamer, welcome to the stream, my friend. And thank you for the congrats. I'm super excited to hit that 100 sub mark to get my custom URL. It's youtube.com/wrestlingwithfans finally. Onward and upward, as they say. And finally, wwfshow@gmail.com if you want to send us an old-fashioned email. Coming back in one final time. Again, Thursday at 8 p.m., we're going to preview Hell in a Cell, which is this Sunday. And then we're going to tier rank every single Hell in a Cell match. Yes, but that is the coolest thing about hitting 100 is I get the custom URL. So I don't have to use, because I have been using Bitly with the custom backend on the URL. But now that we finally hit 100 subscribers here on the YouTube channel, I get a YouTube, so I can just say youtube.com/wrestlingwithfans. It feels so good to say. It feels good coming off the tongue. But again, yeah, for anybody who may have missed it earlier, over on KC Toys, I posted a quick little YouTube short. What's in the bag? It's the pinned comment, so you can check out KC Toys YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Posting all the fun fit content over there. My Johnny Gargano fan takeover Elite came in the mail. It's the Wolverine-inspired attire from TakeOver Toronto. I need to order more because I want to get the X-Pac, the WWE NW X-Pac, and then you got Christian and Randy. I'm not going to get Orton. I may get Christian, but I definitely want to get X-Pac. My stack of stuff here. I've got so much stuff, and I've got no room. I got to put some new shelves up. Yeah, so she says if you hit the 1K, you get the community tab. That is my next. Well, I mean, obviously there's more goals like 200, 300, 400, 500, and so on. But yeah, I'd love to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. Get the community tab, be able to monetize, all that fun stuff. But before I get there, like I said, I talked about this a little while ago for anybody who missed it. Troy asked if I have Discord. I do have Discord, and there is a Wrestling with Fans Discord server coming. It is already made. I just have to finalize a few things, set up some roles and some things like that. So I'll be posting a Discord link for anybody who wants to join me on Discord. It'll be a fun wrestling chat. New videos are posted to it automatically. I've already got all that stuff set up. So I had my videos monetized before my vids got hacked. Oh, Susie, I am so sorry to hear that. I remember on your Discord server you were saying something about that, like you got hacked and stuff, man. You gotta be careful, man. There's some real a-holes out there that'll just do anything to destroy people. So, man, I'm really sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can get back on track. But yeah, so a lot of stuff is coming down the pipes. I'm really excited. As the summer rolls around, I'm going to have a lot more time. So I showed this off last week, but I'll show you guys real quick that I do have to get off of here. So, as I've said before, all of the figure content, all of the toy content, that's going over to KC Toys. This is just going to be strictly wrestling related. But I've got some I've been taking a lot of notes. I've been spending a lot of my downtime writing and prepping for, it'll probably start out weekly videos, and then it may go a couple times a week. We'll see, but I got WrestleMania main events. We'll tier rank them. That'll probably come next year around WrestleMania time. SummerSlam main events, notes, that'll come later. Money in the Bank winners, that's going to come later this summer. And then the Hell in a Cell matches, all my notes for the Hell in a Cell video. There's 2 pages. It's kind of hard to see with the lights, but there's 2 pages of Hell in a Cell notes. So I'm going to grind videos since we're not doing the toy stuff anymore. So I've got to come up with more fun content. Also, you can't go on Discord because I don't know. Discord got taken down. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. Because I know at one point, I think you had made like another server at some point. I love Discord. Let's see. I'm going to pull mine up. Now I don't want to go into streamer mode. Right now, I own 4 Discords. And I'm a part of like 12 others. A lot of it's like streamer stuff, like Streamer Help, Nutty, Alpha Gaming, Stream Beats, The Stream Professor, Stream Scene, Stream Scheme. That's it. A lot of fun stuff. But again, like I said, I've got a Wrestling with Fans Discord. Working on some fun stuff. I hope you're able to as well. So I hope you're able to get onto Discord soon. But we're going to end the stream here. I got a couple things I got to take care of before bed. But again, Thursday night, 8 p.m., it's all about Hell in a Cell. Previewing Sunday's Hell in a Cell and tier ranking every other Hell in a Cell match. So until then, we'll end it here. Shout out everybody who hopped in. Downfall Wrestling, Salome, TW, my boy Chris, Choi, and Suge Gamer. Thank you all for hopping in and joining me tonight. Hope to see you all wonderful people on Thursday. But until then, thank you all for watching. Once again, my name is Kyle. We'll see you next time right here on Wrestling with Fans.